Adu Musk is now live. Streaming Just Chatting, adds adventures. Thanks for tuning in, hope you enjoy. To stay up to date with the latest news and information, join us on the Discord at Video Game Film Frames. Add everyone, new video is out. Hello.
What up, sir? Looking for a specific vault. Although, uh, oh, left and right. Okay. Have right. Let me have left. Just like that. So that's left and right. I'll use those. Just want to set up these ramps for these things. I want to put borders on them so that you can't accidentally, on the way out the ramp, accidentally tip off the sides. So I'm going to elevate a little bit of a ramp. So all you got to do is hit it in the middle and then boom, you're over. That way, if you ding a wall or you hit a lag spike, it'll just ding off the wall and still eject you outward. All right, I've got this thing up and ready to roll. I'm still gotta look for this. I want to find a chain link wall piece that's got barbed wire or razor wire at the top, if I can, because I want to make, like, you know how in prisons they have what's called the yard. Go out to get, exercise and shit. I want to make a yard. This is close. Left and right. Like that. Left and right. And I'm just going through these pieces, hoping to find one I need. And what I'll do is I'll just set all the ones that I've considered up to the side. Consider. Oh, I did. Left and right. So
Add everyone. Adomusk is live.
Back alley gate. I do believe that's one of gates that I was looking for before. This is without the fucking chain link on it. Let me go look. That is exactly one of those things I was looking for. Collision off. Is that up? Look at that. I'm almost positive that that is precisely what I was looking for. What's the name of this? Land wall back alley. And it's the only one of its kind. Okay. And it is an extra door, though. It's a plus. To empty areas. If something else I can see, I can. Okay. I do believe that's the type of fencing I was. So, what I'll do is. Rotating that thing is going to be the difficult part. But I suppose, just like anything else, it doesn't have to be perfect. But, excuse me.
Hello, what you making?
I am making a jail, making a police station. Trying to figure out whether I want to run this fence all the way to there, or if I want to try to cut it and catty corner it right there. Trying to figure out how much. Let's try some stuff from Jay. Let's see which one look better. Not gonna have enough to run it all the way down to this. I don't want to leave any hiding places. But is this the only size for this? Let me go over here and double check. I think I brought out. No, there is a smaller size. We have that smaller size. Shit. I'm gonna have to set that smaller size.
I would say try both and what looks better.
Yeah, I'm trying to factor in what I don't want to leave, like, let's say for example, if I run it all the way down to here, then if there's guards posted up, because I'm thinking up here for the guards, this way, go there, they'd be able to see everything right through here. But if I run it over to here, that leaves these hiding places right along here, like, so I'm thinking I'll just cut it diagonal to right there. But because I think, let me look, that looks like it's about 2 spaces, right? Let's rotate that a bit. Just wiggle it over there. Right, that looks like about, yeah, that's about 2. So let's delete this. And then let's have, because like I pull all my pieces in advance. Like I try to go through and think of everything that I might possibly need ahead of time. Control J, let's have a copy of this. And then let's have this. I try to think of everything I need ahead of time, pull all the pieces out. That way I can see what I've got to work with. Let's bring it up here, set right there for the moment. Swoop down in here. Let's make these pieces sync up first. So first give me just this piece. What I want to do is run it over. Down. Right there. Okay. Now, take it back over here. just connect it, right? Let's see. Sink it in just here. Oh, that's it. That's got it. That pepper. Now give me this and this and let me Control J just in case I mess it up. I already have it together. Delete this, and sync it. Need to sync it to the appropriate place first. There. Now, Control J. Okay. Now, how big is the bulk of this concrete? Because I can sink some of it into this wall, kind of here, to hide the other end of this. So let's go above it a bit. Let's move her over, up. Looks like it won't take much rotation to get to where I need to. A little more. A little bit more now. I didn't just change the size of that, did I? One. Still connected in there, isn't it? If not, I'm gonna have to reset. Nope, it disconnected. Stupid ass thing. Okay. This is why I made the duplicate just in case something like that happened. So scrap this, Control J. That's pretty close. Let's see what it looks like over here. Anything sticking out of the wall? No. That is really Yes, okay, now we've got a yard. So, along with the yard, let's make a security post to be able to see around the yard. But how to do that? I want to be able to shoot out, but not in. I want to be able to see out, but not in. Okay, first things. Let's unlock this area right here. Lock. Now, is this the item I'm looking for? It is. Perfect. So that area goes out to the yard. Going to go get this gate. Uh, right hand on the inside. Negative 90. Okay. Now, ah, Did I make a copy of that? I should always make copies of whatever I'm about to use instead of just pull it straight. Okay, let's take a look at the operates. Mighty big door. But it does open. Oh, mercy. Yep, I'm gonna do some silly shit. I tell you what, just in case I'm needing a lot of those, let's go Control J, move it over, pull it back, take scale, set it back to 1. 1, 1, 1. Oh, actually, turn the number lock off. Alrighty, now
Hi, I'm new.
Hey, what's going on? Hunter of furries. That's pretty funny.
The chat system is cool.
Thank you. Keeps me from having to consistently look away from what's going on so I can keep up with everything.
I like streamers with chat systems like this.
Taking these things individually. Yeah. Just rotating these cards individually. Not really what I was looking for it to do.
I'm subscribing.
Thank you. Now, 3 punch cards should be enough. Those are for emergency use only. Walk. Okay. Now, what's left in the design? So I want to design the place first. Then I'll start placing the objects. The objects that I have to place are all over there. Trying to make sure that I'm account. So we've got prison cells ready and functional. Excuse me.
Pew 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 pew. I don't hear you though.
Oh, there we go. Can you hear me now? Mm. Mm. Now, if I'm putting the vehicle stuff on this side, how do I want to do this? I want to make it to where they can't just come grab the vehicles, right? So I'm going to have to lock it off somehow. So, what if I use this as the access? Let's have some sidewalk stairs. Side. Oh, walk. Some stairs here, kind of toward the bottom. Oh, right there. Right there. Actually, the perfect direction, too. So, Control J. Oops. Well, and just make two of those, did I? Oh, okay. Control J. Collisions turned on. Bit far. Oh, like. server is this? Oh, done. Okay. Absolutely nothing to do with anything. And I just lost track of it. All right. So let's have my character here. Let's take a look at these steps and see if that came together the way it was supposed to. I know they look a little ugly when you do that, but it's a slight hitch. So long as they work, that's my primary focus. Okay. Mm, okay, so that does work. Okay, so those steps work. Steps go from here. Come on, what happened? Why is it? Okay, too far. Right. Let's have a gate right there to lock it off so the prisoners don't try to dart through there when coming in. And while we're at it, let's make a double gate system. Say right here. So as soon as they're in here, boom, they're locked up. Okay. So let's have this gate. Control J, duplicate. Okay. This is coming together a lot better than I thought it would. Like as I keep going through it, I keep having more and more ideas. Okay, Control J. So up and in. Use U to lock up the stairs. Myself here. Let's take a look. No, I need something to drink. Just a minute. Give this about maybe 20 to 40 minutes. And about from in here. Can you get out? What if you crouch and jump? Got to make sure that these things are reachable. Oops, wrong button. Back to that. That's what are reachable. I could turn that into the interrogation room. I could. I could. Find it easily too. Where is this? What I need. Control J. Way. Let's go back over here. You know what? This one's too big. And let's delete it instead. And let's have one of the other ones. Which, do I have one that's already facing that direction? It's going that way. Don't. That's okay. Let's just make one. Okay. Negative. Escape. Stop. Okay. You hush. You know, no, no, I did that for a reason. I made that so that you could step out and make sure that there was nothing around, so that you could stand here and make sure that you wouldn't get jumped or mugged. Nobody had any way to tell that you were doing that. Okay. Go down. Okay. I was explaining to my wife the build that I'd set up for everything. I still don't know why my thing's not showing my viewers today. I'll have to check that out in a little bit. Yeah. Oh, before I get too far, I'm gonna give me something to drink right quick. Mhm. Uh,
Go, 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 go.
That's fast.
Oh, fucking shit. Hello.
Well,
Hey, what's going on?
Hi, guys.
what's going on?
Not a whole lot. Give me
Oh, one of
just
my
a
little
second.
kids. One of my little Adamisk, are you streaming?
I am.
Okay. One of my little angels.
I mean, one of those tiny assholes.
One of my little angels uninstalled DayZ to update Fortnite.
Oh,
Mercy.
no. That is at least 2 weeks of grounded.
I was like, no. And the worst part is neither one of them are wanting to admit it.
Huh.
There's
Oh,
only
they both
three
get grounded
people
then.
other
Listen,
than me
knock it
that know
down
how
to
to
knock it down to a week because they don't want to snitch each other out, but they both get grounded.
play games. They just said, I don't know. Well,
Yo,
the one
somebody
the one
knows.
is grounded
Somebody
because
knows.
he was up at 4:30 this morning on Fortnite. So I'm thinking it was him because he said he was deleting shit anyways, but he said he didn't delete DayZ. I was like, you lying. Why are you lying? Liar. Okay, anyways. Let me see.
So, is there any new things in the map?
Uh,
Uh,
I
he's
don't think
actually
so.
working on that now.
Yeah, I'm working on the
All right,
2D
I
right.
just didn't know if there was anything that you guys added while I was away.
No, not really. We're just trying to get the pricing to the shops and stuff done. Um, there has been a little bit of a change. I don't know if you heard about it, but that's something we can talk about in a party or something.
Yeah, I probably haven't heard much, man. I haven't even been on my phone these last few days, so.
Yeah, well, you're the only mechanic right now. I'm gonna help you out as much as possible.
What's that?
Said you're the only mechanic right now. I'm gonna help you out as much as possible. Please don't leave.
I'm not leaving. Mel's coming back. I done already talked to her. Well, she better come back on because.
Yeah, when I noticed it the other day,
Yeah,
I
I
said
mean, I
something
told
to
her
her
she doesn't
too.
have to
She
do
said she just wanted to
anything.
take a break.
Yeah, that's what she said to me too. So I told her that that if she just wanted to come on and just have a place to play, like she doesn't have to do anything of responsibility.
That's not the problem, man. It's in all
Well,
honesty.
We'll talk. He's
Yeah,
live
we'll talk.
streaming, so we'll talk in a party, and Adamus can come in there when he's
Mhm.
done streaming and
Yeah, this kind of pulls a lot
stuff
on my
like
system.
that.
So if you want to pull up the video there.
Yeah,
And
I
the
think
live
Aphrodite
absolutely.
already
stream.
has. You want to pull up the video, and keep in mind,
Is
this
that a
isn't.
ramp?
This is all just the pieces and parts. This isn't the actual location of where it's going to be. This is just where I assemble it. So we'll do a reveal. Let me see if I can get some distance here. All right, there should be fine. And your PD.
Ooh,
So
nice.
I know it didn't look like much. The reason that it looks the way that it does um, is because there's unique features that I decided to add to it. And as I went through, like I collected all the like see to the right, all these little dots and shit. These are all the parts and objects, clothes and weapons and all the shit that's got to get put in it. But first, I'm designing the space. So I'm gonna give you a
Yeah.
quick tour. So these they look funny, but the purpose for this is it's perfectly spaced for a gate. So you can get a gate perfectly in there,
Okay.
right? But when you're standing on this side
Nice.
of it, you can see out, but they can't
You
see
can't see
in.
me.
Right. So you can
Nice.
step out to make sure things are safe before you open the gate. The gate will actually be right here. And the reason that I set that line perfectly there is so that when you're building the gate, you'll be able to stand right here and just flip the gate around, face it towards yourself, and just run it right across that line, and you'll know you're perfectly on it. Right? Okay, and then these gates should be able to lock with a fucking lockpick set, right? So
Lockpick.
right. So you can do it by yourself or you can have two people. I figured generally it'd be two people bringing in prisoners. So you have this one unlocked, you let them in, you bring them in, you lock the gate behind you. Along each of those, along with the brick look out here, I also made this space safe so you can
Did you
check your
think of all of
sides.
those again?
Say again.
Yeah.
What'd he say?
How the fuck did you do that?
Oh,
That's
what it is,
crazy.
it's a sidewalk piece. See, that's actually supposed to be on the ground. So since it's supposed to be on the ground, they never made a bottom for it. So I flipped it sideways and made it brick. This way you can see through it. So anyway, they come through this chain
That's
link,
crazy.
and then here's the entryway. In the entryway, I've locked off the gate right here. So let's take control of my character real quick.
There's
This
an
could take a
intruder.
second.
Shoot him.
Yeah, so from the entryway, you can't climb up these steps. So you'll be able to lock pick that to lock it off, and I'll put all the maintenance and gear in the stairs above and the floors above. And then
Nice.
your little security room right here will be caged off here in a second. That was my next step. I just put in, let's hit Y again to get rid of all these extra things. I just put in this gate right here. So here in a second, I'll have the rest of the fencing that goes around, and it's just going to close off this section. And this way, there'll be, this is going to be gated off. I'm going to take another one of these gates, and I'm going to put it right through here or right through here, one of the two. I haven't decided yet. I haven't decided if I want to lock this room off or not. If you, in this office here,
Okay.
will be the prisoner's clothes, and I don't know if you can see it, but those are punch cards, and I'll explain those in just a second. So
Yes.
the only room, when they first come in here, the only room that they will be able to freely access is going to be this room right here. Right through here, I've created,
Okay.
and I'm going to set some crates on top of these broken chairs, and I'm going to
You did
place in
not. Wait a
some
minute. Hold on,
furniture. Yes, yes,
bro.
yes,
I
yes,
don't
yes,
mean to
yes.
interrupt you. You did
No, you're
not make
good.
a one-way mirror right
I
there.
did, because like I was
Yes, it's the
saying, is
one.
I'm
It's an
gonna turn it into an
interrogation
interrogation room.
room.
Exactly. So I'm gonna set some tables and shit, make it like an interrogation room. You can bring their clothes in and their prisoner uniforms to give them their uniforms and make them undress, while security, which has access to this room and this room, can sit and watch and make sure that they get all their stuff in order and make sure that they're not hiding any weapons or anything. Okay. Now, once
That's
these
so
gates and
cool.
shit are in place, I've put, oops, I went too far. You go down this hallway right here and through these doors, you've got the cells, and then you've got access to the yard. So there are two places where there are switches to operate this thing, and it will take two people in order to do this, or just one person moving within, because the doors only stay open for 5 minutes. So the switches are
Right.
in the control room, which is right here at the office. The first switch is here. The second switch is upstairs in the warden's office, hidden under the desk. So
Oh,
those are the two switches. So the
snap.
warden's got an override switch, right? Now, the the
Right.
punch cards are for just in case you say you're by yourself and you don't make it out before the door goes back to close. So once the door is open, you'll be able to come through like normal. It looks just like the bunker does. But when you come through these doors, now keep in mind that door will be open. So prisoners won't see this little box right here. That's for the punch cards. So
Okay.
if you get locked in, you've got the punch cards, but the prisoners won't be able to see it because when the door is open, it hides this. I made sure that it slid back far enough that that edge doesn't peek through the door, and there's no like hints or giveaways that that thing is open. So no matter what, even if they escape the cells will still be they'll still be trapped in here. So even if they do, because these should also be able to lock the same way the prison cells do. You lock these with a lockpick kit, you can't punch them open. So they'd be trapped in here. Now I'm gonna set up a series of generators,
Okay.
and we'll have to do this half in game, but I'll run lights to in here, do a series of cords from a generator that run all the way back to the control room, and then from the floor of the control room, right here, there'll be some generators that go to the lights in there. I'm also going to put an intercom system in here, one of the PA systems. So you'll be able to turn on the PA. The microphone will be set back there with the prisoners, and you'll be able to just tell them, okay, lights out, and then shut the generator off, and it'll cut the lights off over there.
Now, concern.
Huh.
Lights and my experience with them cause a lot of blue screening, gray screening, and hella lag.
It depends on their placement. It depends on their placement. You don't want more than 4 in a single area. It's when they get past 4 that you have a lot of problems. But be it that there is no natural light in these rooms, it's going to be dark in here. Like it. See in here, there's no natural lighting coming through in any kind of way. So if all the lights are positioned 1 in each corner and there are only 4, it won't exceed the dynamics of the room. I got to put beds, sinks,
You don't think
and
4 would be
toilets.
too much?
No, because you want it to be able to at
Well,
least
and if it
shine 1 in
is,
each
if
direction.
it
Yeah, you can
is,
switch
we
them to
can
just 2 or something.
decrease.
Yeah, you can
Yeah,
operate around
we
that.
can
Well,
decrease
I'm just
because
voicing concerns from
no,
previous
no, you're
experience.
right. Because if we
Yeah,
do
no,
get a
I've tinkered with it.
populated server and there are a lot of people that break the rule or the law or whatever, that could fill up really quick. And if, a lot of people being in the same area can cause a blue screen too. So, in the event of that happening, we'll just decrease the lights because reality of it is, I don't think that we're going to plan to keep any prisoner for over an hour, hour and a half. Like, because you don't want to
Ruin
keep a
a fucking,
person
yeah,
for too
crazy
Well,
too
and
amount
long.
of
my
time.
That's
next
not
question
fun.
would be, Adamisk, have they allotted console modders the ability to put in like electrical like they do on PC yet, or is that still pending?
No, not yet.
No, it's not. All right. That sucks too,
No,
because the amount
it
of
does.
lag that the fucking the actual lights and buildings create in PC is fucking so minimal compared to fucking running generators. I wish
Yeah.
that's one thing that they would fucking give us.
So
They allow you to run electrical stuff in Arc, which I think is crazy because, like, if you can do it on Arc, why can't you do it on like a complex game like DayZ?
Hey, Boo,
well, DayZ's actually
this is
old as fuck.
this is
It's
a
almost
fucking
a
12
decade
gig
old.
game. That's why.
Well,
Arc is
no, it's not even the
100
size of the
gigs.
game. It's more of the age of the game. DayZ itself came out the original source code came out in 2013. It didn't officially release because it came out as what was the initial game called? Fucking
Arma?
yeah, that was the original game that came out in
Yeah.
2013. So all of this is built off of that engine, which has not changed in 10 years. This game, DayZ, only came out in 2017, but it's operating on code from 2013, which is why everything is so slow.
Right.
Everything's so hitchy.
Right.
Anyway, everything on this bottom floor is going to be non-lethal stuff, and all of these little rooms and shit, I'll fill them with like food and stuff like that, little small things, but nothing non-lethal, just in case a prisoner at any point in time gets loose, they won't be able to access anything on this bottom floor that could hurt anyone. Um, on the rooms above, I'm going to turn this room into the armory, where you'll have all the guns and flashbangs and tools and equipment that you'll need here. One of these rooms I'm going to turn into a dressing room, a conference room, and a temporary sleeping room, like an overnight room, and yeah, another bathroom. And then the very upstairs will be the warden's office. which I'll try to decorate it and set it. I try to get rid of the knocked over chairs and stuff like that and cover them if I can. I'm gonna try to do
Yeah.
as minimal decorations as I can, but enough to hide the ugliness of it because I don't want it to look like an old, decayed fucking police station. I want it to look like, you know, a functional police station or prison.
Right.
When you go out this side balcony up here, the same way I made these invisible walls, I'm gonna run the same right here and make a small balcony. I'm gonna use smaller pieces. I've got, see that little sliver right there? I'm gonna turn that sideways and run those at the edges of the balcony. So you'll be
Okay.
able to see through it, but then that way you won't accidentally walk off of it. So that'll create like a fucking guardrail for it, right?
Okay.
You'll be able to see everywhere out here. I'm
Well,
gonna put a
invisible
basket,
barrier.
right. So
Yeah.
from down here, they'll just see the stone, but from up here off the balcony, you'll be able to see out to everything. I'm gonna mount a basketball goal right here. I don't know if there's weightlifting benches or not. I'm gonna check if there are. I'll decorate the yard with weight benches and your stereotypical prison yard shit. I'll put a basketball goal up here, but the ball I will actually leave up here. So in order to get the basketball goal when they do their yard time, they will have to have behaved themselves in order to get the ball from the guard. On the other side, for this door, I'm going to have a tower at the top, one of the military style towers, the metal ones with the ladders. I'm going to have one of those coming off the top just so you can get an overview of everything, like a guard on duty. Off this ladder
Okay.
right here and down these steps. A little while ago, I figured out how to place vehicles through JSON files by turning on their persistence. So what I'm going to do is these are basically burner vehicles. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a small hangar
They
or tent.
respawn at reset.
They do respawn at reset, but the way I'm going to set this one up, because I'm going to make it to where the vehicles that are taken from here, they don't return because I'm going to use Hummers. And Hummers particularly, you cannot put the hood on a Hummer. So when they spawn in from the JSON file, they won't have the hood. That will also be how you determine whether a Hummer is a police vehicle or not. So when you get finished with the Hummers from here, you just shoot out the engine because you won't need to keep it. It's another one is going to come back. So in order to do these things, though, it comes in with nothing on it. So you'll have to attach your
But
doors,
it could be
trunk,
permanent, is
and
what you're
tires.
saying.
Say again.
I said it could be permanent, is what you're saying. Like if we
Right,
don't
right, but
shoot
you
it
don't want
out,
it to
it
be.
won't respawn back there.
No,
Okay.
it'll respond back no matter what. It'll respond back no matter what.
Oh,
It's
Well,
what it
will
is. It's like the sea chests and
disappear from the
refrigerators.
world during reset?
No, 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 it won't.
Okay.
Yeah, it'll be permanent, and that's something that I was experimenting with a few weeks ago, at less than a week ago. Right. Well, you don't want it to overfill the loop pool that's already existing with the files. So in order to avoid that, that's why I've set these up like burners. Because
Hi
every time
bro,
they
I have an
spawn
egg.
in, they're
What
gonna
kind
be
of picture am I supposed to take again?
they're gonna have the cars sitting right here. And what you do is you prep the vehicle, you get the tires and shit put on it, and then you move it out of the way. Because if it happens, if the car is still sitting there with any attachments on it, when it respawns, it will stack one car on top of the other and it'll start to go haywire. So you have to immediately put the vehicle together and then move it out of the way. And then what I'm going to do is, since the cars will be leaving but not coming back, what I'm going to do is I'll set up the small garage right here. They'll be able to come out this way, and I'm going to set a ramp on either side, and they'll immediately be able to come out and either take one of the ramps for whichever direction that they need to go and immediately just ramp out. Instead of this way, we don't leave any leaks anywhere in the jail system for anybody to get in. No way to sneak in. And
okay.
let's see, I'm going to put a set of guardrails over the sides of the ramp so that you won't
Wonder
accidentally dip
if,
into the sides and
hold on,
shit.
because I wonder
LOL, good luck on your build, buddy. Hope editor isn't
if we
giving you too
should
much shit
leave
today.
maybe a possibility for somebody to get in, because that would create a really good RP scenario of breaking in
Well, that's what I was thinking about.
prison
It's
to
because,
get your friend out.
yeah,
We're gonna have to pin that. You go ahead and set it up how you're gonna set it. But if in the future, if we could like go in and like maybe set up a way that like not to make it too easy, like it has to be like a prison break scenario,
Right.
you know, where somebody from the inside has to be working with somebody
like
from the outside.
heating vent or something that you could like something small that you could fucking like crawl
I don't know,
through.
but how dope would that be though? Like
You,
just
crawl-
our
you crawl in with a
purposes alone,
lockpick,
that would be
right?
so
And you
awesome.
come down this ladder, and then you unlock your homie, and you guys gotta crawl back out through the fucking shit.
It would
Oh,
be a
and
nice event. I'm just saying. That would
another
be
little
dope.
another little comedy aspect that I added to the yard here is when they step out here to go to the cells or to the yard, it's gonna look like this just open. So if they attempt to take off running, they're gonna smack that wall, and the guard can be like, "Where the fuck are you going?"
Fucking love it, dude.
Yeah, because you're the only one that's able to run through it right now because you're an editor.
Because I'm an editor, yeah.
So
Yeah, you normally can't pass
in
through.
game,
It
the
appears
wall
as a
would be
solid object.
completely 100% solid.
Yeah, like if I bring my character here, put him right there.
Yeah, that's giving false hope.
Yeah. If I bring my character down here.
Gonna wean out the shitheads too.
That's really, really cool.
You
Could
can't
you
actually
imagine building your
pass through.
base out of the complete invisible walls? You should experiment with that.
Oh, I've already got other stuff in the works.
Hey, you're
Building a
a
base.
badass fucking modder, bro. Just so you know.
I told y'all. I've been telling y'all. I tried to get him in on NDA. I really, really did. But
I'm glad you
they
didn't.
weren't having it.
I'm
They
glad you
weren't
didn't.
having it. And then I've also offered up his services to a few other people that I know are in works with setting stuff up, but they're not really having it either, and that's okay. That's 100% okay. He's also
Yeah.
got his own stuff going on too, so what's meant to be is what's meant to be, you know.
Right.
One
how
of
I
these
view
days,
things.
after you're done fucking getting the server squared away and whatnot, we ought to talk about having you build something at the lake over here by me to host events out of and shit.
Word. Yeah. Yep, but that's where it's at so far. Now this isn't where it's gonna
Oh,
go.
also, dude,
And whatever pieces of this floor that are
um,
left over, I'll turn off and cut them out, because what I'm gonna do, the only reason I build on shit like this is, one, when I initially build, I always face things to the south. That way when I have to move an object, up is always up, left is always left, so on and so forth. It makes placing things precisely a lot easier. And then once I'm finished with the project, like say for example, I was looking around Brenna earlier, and I'll show you what I had in mind if the map will come up. There we go. I was looking around right, I believe it's here. Come on, move for me.
Adamus, side
Yeah.
note, you also teach people how to do this too, right?
Yeah. Yeah, $17.50 an hour with a minimum of 2 hours.
$17.50 an hour with a minimum
Yeah.
of 2 hours.
Yeah.
So that's like how much? Like
$35.
like 30. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, and then for each additional
Okay, I'm
hour,
gonna have to keep you in
$17.50.
mind. Because Jonathan said that he's thinking about saying fuck it and opening up a PvP server.
I've already got a PvP server that's up and running that actually needs some help. The people that are running the Discord,
Well,
yeah, the people that are running the Discord, I mean, it's these people pay me $200 a month just to take care of their coding and shit, just to take care of the Nitrado stuff and the stuff with whatever bot they decide to get. They haven't picked one yet, so I haven't had to set a bot yet, but there's nothing to it. Um, this is the spot in Brenna that I had picked out because I do believe there's a natural event that happens right in that little box right here. I think it's right there that the bonfire happens. So I was thinking like right here with it facing this way. So this way, whenever the PD has to go anywhere, those ramps will launch off to the sides and they can just ramp out and hit the roads to get to where they need to go.
Nice.
Yeah, but this is the outer edge
Yeah,
of
I mean,
Brenna. I figured that's just
I think
enough
that's
out
a
of the
good
city. The lag
spot.
won't mess with anything. It's a nice flat area. I'll sink it down as low as I can. The object being I don't want the grass to peek through the concrete, and then I'll cut away any edges that I'm not using to hide them. So it'll look as close as I can get it to a natural building there, with the exception of the ramp and the
Okay.
floors. But
Yeah.
yep, that's where we're at so far.
Oh, I am so sorry, guys.
You're good.
Oh, you're
I didn't
okay.
hit mute quick enough.
Yeah, I mean, I think everything looks beautiful, but then again, I haven't seen a piece of your work yet that I don't completely love.
Yeah. Yeah, I know it looks like a mess when you're looking
In
at it like
fact,
this
I
because
really
I,
would like to see your work customizing like bases. Whenever you do projects like that, please let me know because I would
sure.
love to see like how you put together custom bases and stuff like that.
Well, it looks a lot like this when I'm making any kind of build. I'll pick a flat spot to start squaring things off. I'll put the parts that I want to use
Yeah.
for the building itself to the left. I'll put the objects that I think of on the right, and then I'll start piecing
Well,
it together little
and
by
here's
little
another
on like a platform. That
aspect that you guys can offer that I've helped head in previous servers is like so like in the original server I was in, we offered like pre-made bases
oh
to
yeah,
people.
I'm
And
doing that in my
so
PvE.
what the owner would do was he would drop these separate bases around Cherno on like a dummy server,
Hmm.
and I would go in game. I would record like going into the bases and fucking looking around them and shit. And then when people came to us wanting to donate for a custom base, we'd be like, hey, here's the options, and we'd send them some pictures. And if they found something they'd like, then
Oh,
we'd fucking give them a link to a YouTube video that was a dead walkthrough.
well, yeah,
Yeah.
Showed
actually,
every
Well,
piece
that's
of
what
it.
I love
I'm doing
about
that
him is
now.
he
So
live
like,
streams
yeah, so this that you're
everything.
seeing right now,
Yeah.
I'm actually, let me drag this
Like, I
over
mean, as
here.
you can see,
Yeah,
he's
this is all
building the
live right
PC right
now.
now, and we're
So yeah,
watching him do it.
Right.
So that's what I love about like him in particular is the fact that like it's available as an option for like if you want to sit and watch your whole thing be built, he has it ready and available for you to do that. And
yeah,
And
it's
can talk to
live
you in real time
and it's
about
real
issues that
time
you
and you're
have.
talking to him as he's doing it, which I mean is wonderful. But he's always done that. Like even when we were on Pandora and he was building the trader that like we have now, it was all like bits and pieces of it. Like as he was getting on working on it, he would
right,
live stream a good portion of it, if not all
yeah.
of it.
No, I did. I live streamed all of it, but the reason that it always looked broke up is because here, I'll show you right here. This was a copy of my final trader right here. It's not one file. It's broken up into 12 different parts.
It's
When you're
multiple.
making
Yeah.
something large, you don't drop it all in as one massive file. Well, like this is the trader that you
And the
have in right
file
now.
size
That's what this
causes
is.
lag. Am I wrong?
Exactly. Yeah, massive. What it does is it's not just the lag, but it's the restart time of Nitrado is based on the largest file in the customs folder. So the largest file in there is what creates the longest restart time. But if you break all those up, like all 12 of these files work together. But this is the trader that's in down under right now, this is the trader that's in there right now. And it's because it's all broken up. That's why it works as
Where's
well
that
as
at?
it
I
does.
haven't seen it yet, I don't think.
It's at the rock
It's
quarry.
right outside of the industrial. Yeah, right outside the rock quarry, outside of Nabor.
Okay, so you guys do have that in.
Uh-huh.
Yes, it
I
was
do want to
added
go
in.
through.
I
So
think Monday or Tuesday.
you guys do have some new stuff that I haven't seen then for sure.
Yeah.
Oh yes, yes, yes. I didn't realize that you hadn't been on since before. Like I thought that you were on a little bit after that, but then yeah. So he added that in. I think Monday or Tuesday. It's not like
Yeah, I
open
think
to
it
the
was.
public yet, though. So like nobody from the public really has access to it yet because
Right.
we're still trying to get the prices worked out.
Name of it. I've got a cheat sheet around here somewhere. I know how to do everything for it. But I've got a cheat sheet that links all the how-tos together. Because since I've
Now,
run,
so if you were to try to alter a spawn in a certain location, would you then therefore would it in turn alter the spawns throughout the map?
you can do both. You can set them like by location, or you can set them by
You can
animal.
do singular spawns.
Yeah. Yeah, that's how
And I
people
only ask
create
that
zombies and stuff like that. That's how people
Monkey,
create those the what's it's called? The like in the bunker and shit like that when people add mummies and stuff like that, that's precise.
so Monkey picked a spot that he didn't realize there were dozens of fucking wolves and bears all around. I'm sitting here with a fucking wolf
Yeah.
outside my car window and his buddy's just circling me.
Oh no.
Yeah. Luckily I jumped in my car.
Yeah. I mean, but that's something I think gaming can go in game and
A bunch of us
but I
just
don't know
chilling
if you
around
can
me.
necessarily move spawns. I think all you have the
You
ability to
can.
do is
No,
either
you can
turn
move
them
them.
down or turn
No,
you
you can
can.
you can move them. Yeah, they're coordinate specific.
Okay.
So you can cut up the percentage of them. There's two different ways it runs. One runs by the normal types file in the loot pool. The other one you can adjust and you can create your own events. So when a player gets near them, that's what will cause them to spawn. You can do that with bear, wolves, goats, sheep, any animal, anything really, zombies even. But you can turn them off in specific areas too. So, like, say for example, you were talking about your buddy that built that base at that place. If he was to take, say, a GPS coordinate thing with him and go over to that area and just get those coordinates
Oh,
and then
boy,
give them to the owners and stuff, all they would have to do is find the animals that spawn in and around that area and then turn those off.
Okay. That's nice to know.
Let's see here. Yeah, it's 4 o'clock, so I'm clocking out for the day, at least for editor. Fix and start streaming something else or watch a movie or something, taking a break. I've been working on this since 11 o'clock this morning or 10
Well,
o'clock, some shit
it
like that.
definitely looks very good, and I am proud of what it looks like now, and I cannot wait to see the finishing product.
You did a great job, bro.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah.
Very,
I just
very
thought I'd
good.
offer like it
The
was coming
problem
together in such a
is
way.
our
Like,
original server, we used to pay the fucking admin like hundreds of dollars to
mhm.
have shit modded, and then it would never end up the way we wanted it, and I couldn't figure it out until like towards the end of me being in the server, I realized this shady motherfucker wasn't building any of these builds. He was
Yeah.
just going into fucking like free discords that already had these builds,
Yeah.
snagging them.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's a big fucking no-no when it comes to paying for stuff. Like, it's a
Yeah.
big taboo thing to sell other people's work. So you have to ride a fine line. Like Like, let's say, for example, you wanted something that somebody else had. Instead of paying me for their build, instead, you're paying me from my time to either A, put it in, or B, move it. So
Oh
that's,
no,
you
and
know what I
I
mean?
absolutely understand that people need to be paid for their time. The problem
Oh,
was,
yeah.
is we was
Dude
getting
was
charged
claiming
for
it as his
fucking
own.
what should have took 3 hours of somebody's time. We was getting charged for it, and all it took was the dude 5 minutes of fucking snagging somebody else's shit and dropping it in
Right.
his server.
Well, any editor worth his salt, it'll take more than 3 hours. Like, I haven't I haven't had a lot of chance to get my name out there because I've been doing this for less than a year, but I've already been put in some servers. Like, I think I'm managing like 3 servers right now, or 4 actually, counting down under. I forgot about that. That I have access to all their Nitrados and stuff, and a few of them I'm in there with this. I don't know if you've ever heard of Abby, but she rents her services out to do exactly what I'm doing. And I've had an opportunity to actually take a look at her work like close up, and like just this thing that I just built now has way more level of detail in it than what she does. And I'm not slamming her work in any kind of way. I'm just saying I take my time with these things. Like, I don't rush into them. I make sure to try to really think it through before I implement anything. And I test it too. So like once I get it in, normally I'll take myself to whatever the fucking location is, and before I announce it's done or whatever, I'll go in and test it myself and make sure that it works exactly the way that I intended it to. And if it doesn't, I can go retweak it. You know?
That's just like everything in life, man. It's the difference between somebody who's at work just to fucking make money and somebody who's there to take
Yeah,
pride in their shit.
right. The difference
Well,
between
see,
somebody
that's
riding
how
the
he
clock
looks
and
at
somebody
it,
trying to do a good
though. He
job.
looks
Yeah.
at it. He looks at it as a way to let his creativity flow.
Mm.
I don't think he necessarily sees it as a job, even though like he receives payments for it. When he
I
gets in
do.
there, he builds it as if it's going to be placed and used by him every single day.
Right.
He's an artist.
So yeah, like he
Well,
makes sure that everything goes smoothly because of the fact like I mean, we've all been on servers where I mean, people really don't give a shit.
yeah.
And they like there's been really good servers that have failed and we have left because the people in power just didn't give a shit.
Oh, speaking of, here's a fun little fact. How about I spotted somebody sent me a message when I woke up? There was a 10 million bounty for me on fucking Pandora.
What?
Yeah. I was like, ain't this
You
some
don't
old
even
petty
get
shit?
on there.
Right, right. Well, I popped in the other day because I guess somebody else was playing there and I joined on their game and it took me straight there. So I guess they thought that I was trying to pop into there or some shit. And when I popped in, I would pull up the online names and shit and see the name of the lobby and the player list, but there was nobody in there but me. And then I would spot where I was and I was like, this must be some kind of mistake. So I left and I tried to join the person again. I tried it like 2, maybe 3 times, but it kept popping me into their lobby by myself. And I was like, well, what the shit? I was like, well, fuck
That's
it. I guess something's
gay.
wrong. Yeah. I guess they must have been popping in and out or something, or maybe that's where they were when I initially joined off of them or fucking something. I don't know. But I
Yeah,
woke up
because
this
I mean,
morning to
I
that
noticed
message
with PlayStation, it will keep the player on like
on the
I'm gonna
wrong
use
one.
my friend
Yeah.
Julio for instance. I tried to join my friend Julio on a server the other day by joining game and it popped me into the right server, but he wasn't on.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that it keeps it on for like until after you refresh your own system.
Maybe. I don't
Because
know.
there's not like a button, well, at least for PS4, there's not like a special button that I can go and press to like refresh
Refresh
my
it.
friends and my
Yeah.
games and whatnot and who's playing what, besides just restarting the whole system. So it
Right.
might just be that issue. But I don't know. Like
Well,
I
I sent a fucking
the more
message
and
to
more
Two
that
Guns himself
happens,
because, like, I still got his fucking phone number. And one of the last things he said to me was, "Oh, I got too much drama in my life right now, anyway." And da 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 da. And I already had a conversation with fucking Ginger last week after like a month. Because like the day after I left, she was like, "Well, if you want to talk later, we can." I'm like, "Cool, I'm around whenever you are." And she didn't hit me up for like a fucking month. Like by then, I didn't really give a shit anyway. Like I just said I'd talk to be
right.
nice, you know what I mean? And so when she popped up, like I cleared the air, everything, knowing that those motherfuckers are gossipy and halfway sideways. I was already streaming when she called, so I just continued streaming and caught the whole conversation, just in case she tried to go back. Oh, well, he said this and they said that and da 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 da. Nah, fuck you. I'll go public record with this
Right.
motherfucker. Like I don't give a shit, dude. Like, and then when I got that message this morning, I sent a message to Ginger with a snapshot that I received, and then I texted it to fucking Two Guns with the snapshot that I received. I was like, I thought you didn't have enough time for all this fucking drama. What the fuck? You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck is this shit? You want to talk about drama? This drama right here. Like, these motherfuckers think I'm them. I'm gonna hide behind closed doors and shit. I'm just not gonna say something. Fuck you. I'll bring it to your face. Ask you directly. Like,
Right.
I'll bust up in your goddamn room and say what the fuck I need to say. I don't give a damn how many friends you got. I'll go in there alone. I don't give a fuck, dude. Like, these pussies think I'm them. Like, I'm gonna be, like, just talk, hiding and keeping secrets and rumors and pretending like I'm a fucking cool kid and all this other insidery fucking bullshit. All these fucking pussies banded together, not doing a goddamn thing. Like, you got me fucked up. So fuck all of them in this shit.
It's
Like, I'm not
always
gonna
been.
do anything about it. It's so fucking ridiculous, man. I'm talking about we
There's
ain't got
no
time for drama and then start drama. Like motherfuckers are like, I had access to your server. I had access to everything in fucking Discord. I could have destroyed it all if I fucking wanted to. And all I did was walk away. And then you want to go retaliate and talking about I ain't got no time for drama. Like fuck all y'all, man. I'm wasting my
It's
time on this
because
shit.
their
It's because
shit
of
is
butt
fucking.
hurt. Well, it's because they're fucking butthurt that I woke up and I was like, fuck this, man. You guys just use people. That's all you do. Ginger's got her nose cramped so far up fucking Two Guns' his ass. This motherfucker's gonna have to get blinkers installed on his butt cheeks because if he makes a turn too quick, she's gonna break
Oh,
her
if he
fucking
farts,
nose.
she's getting a fucking brown stain on her nose.
Nah,
That's
bro.
pretty much
He's gonna have to get blinkers on his butt cheek because if he cuts a corner too fast, she's gonna break her fucking nose.
Jesus. But she's always been like that,
The
though.
power hungry,
She's
man.
been like that since fucking Alias.
Yeah,
And it's
power
like, I
hungry.
don't even know why. Like, it's a
It's a
fucking,
false
like, it's a
sense of
video
authority.
game.
It's a fucking false sense of authority. She's not the only person I've met like that. Fucking Tone Wolf was like that too. It's one of the biggest
Sean's
fucking
like
pussies
that.
I ever fucking ran into. He's older than me, acts like a fucking 18-year-old and shit. Gets all fucking emo when you say something to his face. But if he does something to you, it's funny. You do something to him, it's I don't know why you did that to me. Get the fuck
The
out of
only
here.
admins that didn't change up on how they acted was you and Deeds.
Yeah,
Y'all are
yeah,
the
Deeds was
only
solid.
ones that y'all are the only ones that didn't change how y'all were after y'all got admin.
Yeah, see, I don't care nothing about being an admin. Like, it doesn't matter to me
Sure.
one way or another. I'd
It's
prefer
only
to be a
because you
player.
haven't seen me as an admin, boo.
No. I mean, I'm talking about from Pandora specifically. The
Oh.
only two that didn't let the power go to their heads was him, Animist, and another dude named Deeds. Not Deeks, Deeds.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it's fucking wild.
They're the only ones that didn't. And
Yeah, I was same way on
I
fucking.
already knew from the get go, once I knew like for sure who all was in the server, I already knew I wasn't gonna move up to admin position because Ginger had her separate issues. I don't know if she just didn't like me or just didn't like the fact that like I didn't ask Kiss after I got exiled from Alias's server. But I'm sorry, I'm not gonna ask Kiss. And I'm not gonna
Right,
beg anybody. You're either gonna be with me when I
right.
leave or you're not.
Well,
Simple as that. If you're not and we move on from other friend groups, then we're not I mean, look at me and I mean Michaela. I
Oh
mean, we
my
were together
god.
every day,
Hey,
and
look,
now
look at
we
this.
don't
Look
even
at
talk.
look at my kid. This motherfucker said he want popcorn. He comes in with fucking 2 bowls of popcorn.
mm,
Yes,
I thought you were gonna
buttery
want
goodness.
snacks are big.
Don't be loud.
Aw, yeah, but I mean, and you know, well, even on Alias's server, the only people that didn't let power go to their heads outside of me and Michaela. This is a short baby. here. Outside of me and Michaela was, I don't know if you were admin at the time, but if you were, then you and Breezy.
Hey, Breezy is who I'm running the other server for. Breezy and her old man. That's who's paying me to do the PvP for him.
The one you need help. Oh, sorry, baby. The one you need help with?
I don't. They do. They need help with like the Discord and building their community and shit. Because
I
after
don't know how
after
to build
Pandora,
Discord,
well,
but
I'm
I can
I'm
help
gonna help
them
them with it
moderate the
after.
Discord.
Yeah, I'm gonna help them with it after I take care of my PvE. Actually, let me show you something that I've been working on the side. Let me move this out of the way for a second.
How many times a day does he eat?
These
Three
But
right
times.
then again,
here,
I don't have any
check this out.
experience moderating a
No,
PvP
hold on.
server though.
Hey
Me
guys.
neither.
So I might need a little help if I were to be brought on board to help out with that. I might need help like
No
learning
worries. I'm
how
gonna help them
to.
take care of it, but I'm gonna wait until I finish this first. See all these
Hey,
files right
real,
here?
real quick, guys. I'm watching my kid's mom's dog right now, and my kid because her and her girlfriend are getting married tomorrow.
Oh
Word.
So
yay!
I got to I got to call her and figure out when the fuck this dog eats and
Mm.
shit.
Do you want to
All
start a
right, no
party
worries.
when you're done?
Yeah,
I'll join
yeah.
it.
Start a party. I'm in game. I'll come meet you wherever you are. I'll talk to you in party. Just start a party and add me to it, and we'll meet up there.
All right.
Great meeting you, Adamus.
You
Fucking
too, bub.
awesome guy. I'll see you guys real soon.
Okay.
All right, man. All these files right here, these are the ones I'm saving for my PvE server. I have found
Nice.
so much cool shit, man. I have found bases that are hidden underneath bridges. I found a fucking mall. I found multiple types of tree houses. I found a floating ship, zombie hordes, uh, like all kinds of. These are all big places. These are all
Well,
like,
you let
these
me
ain't
know
little
when you get
bases
your
and shit.
PvE set up, and I will definitely join that as well because I
Yeah,
like servers, especially PvE that
it's
have
got a
like a
lot
lot
to
of
do.
little
Yes.
Easter eggs. Yeah,
Yes. Yeah, this is I'm gonna call them points of
it
interest, but
makes
like,
things interesting.
yes, it gives it something to do other than just fucking survive. You need a reason to go like have field trips and shit and like, but
Yes.
that's just a little bit. This is just the tip of the iceberg of what I've got in store. I've got a whole like my other set of files, all of these are the ones from my editor. These are all
Oh,
the ones that
nice.
I've got prepped, and this is just what I have to go through. This is where my actual library is. This is where they're all organized and shit. Like I have a absolute ton of files ready to go. Like I've been prepping them for months and they're ready to
Oh
go.
my goodness.
So
Well,
like
you
when
let
I
me know when you get all that. Do you have the actual server yet, or is that
not
something
yet.
that's still a
I'm
work in
waiting.
progress?
The reason that I waited was because I wanted to see what happened with this update. I wanted to make sure that everything was working properly.
Right.
I didn't want to launch directly after an update and the code be garbage because of Bohemia or
Is there anything wonky with the update that we should
I don't
know
think
about
so.
that you
No,
found
not
out
that
so far?
I'm
Okay.
aware. I haven't
Well,
seen
that's
any.
good
Matter of
to
fact,
know.
this is one of the first ones that I haven't really seen any bugs or problems. As far as I know, I haven't heard any anyway. But I'm getting
I
ready
know that I
to.
got on yesterday, and I think I tried to load my clip from my butt pack, and it
Mm,
didn't let me.
oh
But I
yeah.
don't know if it was because maybe I did something wrong, or maybe I don't know. It could have been
Was
anything,
the
I
clip
guess.
empty?
Yes.
It was okay. Because I know
Yes.
sometimes I have noticed, I don't know if it's certain servers or if it's just a new feature in the game where it won't reload until the clip itself is completely empty. Some
Now,
servers,
what's strange is that I moved the same bullets to a different part, like a different piece of clothing,
and it
and
did it
then it
then.
let me combine
Okay.
them. But I don't know if that's something that already existed because I know that there has been bugs in the past with the butt pack.
Yeah. I don't know. Could be.
So
It
I don't know.
takes some experimenting to find out.
Just something for you to keep your eye on.
Yeah.
I'm
Speaking
gonna
in, I'm glad you
possibly
said
try
that.
it
I gotta
again.
put that. I've got to put those new items in Chirac to either today or tomorrow. I'll probably do it tomorrow because it's already 4 o'clock.
I
I had to set
love
like business hours for myself so that I don't do this too much. So between like
yes,
11 and 4, those are my hours. After that, I have to make myself stop because otherwise I'll just run myself into the ground.
yes. I'm gonna add you to the group I'm creating
Uh,
with Monkey.
yeah, I'm gonna switch gears here in just a second. I put my cover screen up a minute ago because I was getting ready to switch over to streaming on PlayStation. So when I switch between scenes, I just put up the
Yes,
what is it,
just
Kim?
mute me for like the first 30 minutes and then you can unmute me.
Oh, you're
Just
good.
long
Okay.
enough for us to have the conversation because it's been am I muted now?
No, not yet.
Okay. It's been a rough week
All right. Yeah,
as
what I'll do is
far as
I'll probably take a break from streaming anyway. That way I separate
okay,
my build from my playing.
okay. That works too.
So, all right.
I'm
I'll meet y'all over there in
heading
just a
down
few
there
minutes.
right now. Okay.
All
I'll
right.
see you soon.
All right.
All right, bye-bye.
Yeah. Give me a hug. You lonely? Everybody disappear on you? Huh? Let me finish rolling my cigarette, and then you can chill here with me all you want. Still think I'm kidding. All right. So I'm going to take a break for a little bit, recharge my batteries, answer all my messages, and I will be back somewhere between 30 minutes to an hour and stream something else for the night. I don't know what I'll get into yet. Maybe DayZ, maybe some more of what's the name of that game? Sea of Stars. Maybe some more of that. I think I was all prepped to go do some stuff in Sea of Stars, so almost like. But till then, we'll see you guys in a little bit.